In this video, I'm going to show Linux users how they can install the font downloader and use the program on their system to install fonts on their Linux system. Now, before I actually show you how to install it, I already have it installed here. I'm going to show you how to use the program, and then I'll show you how to install it on your system. As you can see here, I've already installed the Acme font by using this particular program. Now, you can scroll down through the alphabets of A, or you can search through here. Now, what this is doing is it's actually getting fonts from fonts.google.com. So instead of scrolling through or searching through and finding fonts here, like for example the Cariaro font, C-A-I-A-R-O, you can actually find that font here by hitting the search feature and typing the name of the font that you're looking for. And then, as you can see here, it's on the left hand side. You select that font and it will give you a quick display, or you can type in here at the bottom like some sample text to look at the text like you may be using to see if that's the type of font that you want. If it is, then you click the install button. Now, there is a left button here where you can change the location destination, but you might not want to install that from the destination there. If you wanted to make a change, you could click the several dots here, the vertical dots, click the settings. You could change the any and select the random ones. Like if you don't want the Korean one, you can leave that out. In some of the other languages, you could leave that out instead of checking any. You could turn on or off the colorful mode. It's on by default. You can enable the developer mode, or you can actually change the default font location. By default, I think it's set to the system fonts. You can have it to change to the user fonts, but you'd have to close out and restart the program for that to take effect. If you've made changes and like to go back to the default settings, you can click the red reset all the settings. But I'm going to choose the default settings mode. Now, when you click here, you do have other options, dark mode, light mode, and you can choose some of the options, which is here. And here you can look and see the version and a little bit about the software itself. Now, when you do click the install button, you're not going to notice any wheels circling, any installation bar. So you have to be patient while it's installing. When it finishes installing, it'll have a little drop down box here saying that the font installed on your system, and you'll also have a little check box here and it will show installed next to the font. So you have to be patient. There it is, font installed successfully. You can click closed. Now you can look where it says Cariaro over here where it wasn't installed before. Now there's a check mark which says installed. So now if we open up an application on our system, for example, if I open up LibreOffice Writer, I can then look for the Cariaro font, and let me go and drop down, scroll up to the C's, and I'll choose the Cariaro font. Bear with me as I scroll up. I got a lot of fonts on here. Alright, I'm going to look for the Cariaro font. There's the Cariaro. There we go. Now if I type, say, this is an example of the Cariaro font, and I'll make it larger where you can see it. So I'll go like a 28 point, and there's the Cariaro font, which you can do the normal bold, italicize, and underline. So as you can see, there's the font that we just installed. So let me go ahead and close this out without saving it. So you can install the programs without using your web browser, finding it, downloading a font, bringing up your application, install the font, make sure it's installed properly. It should be installed properly by using this particular program. So let me close it out for a moment. Let me go to my website. So if you're using Linux, the way that you install this, you can go to the GitHub website and you can install it by the source, or you can download the most current release, which is here, and it gives you the source code. You can click this link here that will take you to FlatHub, and it shows you other ways of installing it from the site. So I do have the link here. Other ways of installing it is use the Software Center. If you've got the Software Center or software on your system, bring up software, search for font downloader, click the install button. The other way is by clicking Flatpak, which is by going to their GitHub. You can click install, and if you don't have it set up for FlatHub, you go down to the bottom, follow their instructions, or you can simply copy this and put in your terminal. To run it, you simply put this, which I've copied and pasted and put here. Now to use it, it will be placed, if you're using like Ubuntu Mate, it will be placed in the accessories folder. So once you click on that, that's what it looks like, and then I just simply go through images showing you how to install it and how to use it on your system. So if you're new to Linux and you would like an alternative way or a different way of installing fonts on your new Linux system, or if you're an old Linux user and would like to install this to install new fonts on your system, then give Font Downloader a try. Hopefully this video has been beneficial to you, and have a great day.